Perfect. Well, welcome everyone. I hope everyone had a great Labor Day. I don't know if you're thrown off on your week like I am. I'm like keep thinking like tomorrow's Tuesday and like I'm just like all like out of sorts. But anyway, yeah, I just thought it'd be better that we all get together today so everyone can enjoy their friends and family and rest up because we've got a huge September happening. So, but before we do that, we have tons of people to recognize. We had lots of people like hitting different milestones and goals. So I'm going to share the screen. I guess it's do this. Here we are. Can everyone see that okay? Yeah. All right. So we want to welcome our new consultants to our team who signed up in August. So we have Tracy Barber, Kayla Boatwright, Blanca DeSalt, Mariana DeBar, Anisha Hines, Christina Probst, and Olivia Ross. So welcome. And just so y'all know that we've got a getting started call training happening next Monday. So if y'all want to catch that live, unless someone is needing to get that before, we've got that recording that you can watch. But the numbers on the recording are a little bit off because of the exciting 20% off to get to your different levels for the next 6 months. In qualification for district manager, we have Paige. How do you say her last name, Polly? Fontenot? Oh, you're muted. I guessed it.
Yes, Fontenot. Yeah,
Fontenot.
They really say Fontenot, but
No.
Gabby could have said that one. It's Louisiana, right, Gabby?
Blanca DeSalt, Susan McBurg, Jenna Fauci, Carla Thillett, or Thillay, I'm not sure, Marie Lee, Danielle Nicholson, Ellie Morales, and Judy Gautier. So congrats. And for those of you in qualification for district manager, you can finish it with the new qualifications. So that's super exciting. So if that doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry, your sponsor's got your back. She's looking at the numbers and helping you get there. Okay, so our $2,500 brick earners. So this is how we build our business. So again, whether our numbers are 200,000, or 10,000, like we're all doing, like trying to do 2,500 new and you business each month. And so if you want to get bigger numbers, you just find more people. So we have a lot of people doing a little bit. And so our $2,500 brick earners this past month was myself, Polly Brothers, Lori Andrews, Yen, Lauren Rose, Kristen, and Robbie. Yay, good job, guys. Okay, I feel like I'm hogging all the awards. Like, I know we didn't divvy this out before, did we?
We didn't.
Do you want to take over here?
I'll do this part.
Okay.
Area Award Achievers, Andrea Rominger and Polly Brothers, and District Award Achievers, me, Andrea, and Lauren Rose.
Yay. Okay, announcement. So we're going to be going over this in a little bit. So I'm going to table this for when we go over all of the exciting things going on and just how to implement this in your business. But we've got new products launching on Thursday. So we're going to talk about that. We have the accelerated qualification program, which is helping you promote quicker. The Arbonne incentive trip, if you're not signed up for that, you need to sign up for it because it is so attainable. And I have visions of like 20 of us on the beach together with our families. So, so definitely do that. And then, yeah, we'll talk about these details in just a minute. So let me stop the share. Yay. Okay. So, I wanted to celebrate a few people. So one thing I wanted to talk about, like, if this is your first like summer with Arbonne and then going into September, first off, September, October, November, December, huge months. So like if you started out in the summer and you're like, oh, I feel a little bit slow, that is totally normal to have like just like a lull or feel like people, like I noticed this with my reaching out to people that used to, I would, when I reach out to 5, I would have 3 people respond at least, even if it was a no. But but I'd have 3 people respond. And like July, August, out of 5 that I'd reach out to, I'd have 1 respond right away and then 1 respond like a few days later. So like I was like definitely like short, but it's not like I didn't question like, oh my gosh, am I reaching out wrong? Well, no, it was working before. It's just the timing for people. They're busy, they're on vacation, they're preoccupied, whatever. But this happens every year. So know that with our business, like that, you know, like that is a natural lull in our business. And so anything that you did last month is just going to really like catapult you to the next month. And I really want to like just give a couple shout outs to people. Let's see. I saw Lauren Rose is on there. Lauren Rose, can we see your face real quick?
Unless she's in the bathtub with Evan, like
she might be. She might be. Okay, well, Lauren Rose, I want to give a shout out to her. Hopefully she can pop on in a second. I'm going to ask to unmute you. So she was, are you there, Lauren Rose? I saw you unmuted.
Yes, I'm driving, but yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I'm giving you a shout out because you were like, it was close day and you were not like hitting your bonus and you stayed up all night until you got that bonus done, which I think that's awesome. So I would love to ask you, because you've been there before in other months and like didn't stay up late, you know, we're just like, oh, well, next month, you know. So what was your mind shift this last month that made you like just be like, no, I'm going for it?
Oh, we have a wedding in December. And just how I don't remember if it was, I know you've said it multiple times, but I think just this last time on one of our team calls, you mentioned how, you know, when a wedding comes around, the wedding's done and the dress is there and your hair is done and the makeup's on and you walk down the aisle, you know, and so you have that deadline. And I said we were going to bonus that month no matter what. And yeah, we had bigger goals too, but it was like a minimum of bonusing. And we were, you know, 2 new preferred clients away. And I was like, well, I got to get 2 new preferred clients because we got to do it. I told myself I would do it, and words mean things and your words are powerful. And I told Evan that we were going to bonus, and what I want to stand by what I say. And so I think it was less of a like try and more of a like staying by my own word and realizing that you can say it and do it if you mean it, if you really mean it. And I meant it. So we stayed up, and it was the night before he left for 5 weeks. So he's gone right now. And that could have been like a big excuse for me to be like, oh,
Totally.
You know, he's leaving. This is our last night together. You know, I'm not going to worry about it. Like, it'll be fine. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to keep my word to myself and to him. And I think every little thing goes towards the wedding too. So there's that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're right. Like you definitely had an excuse to like call it a night early and go wish your new hubby a farewell.
Yeah.
But instead you made it happen. So that is awesome. Yay. Well, okay. Another person, Allie, I see like your name there, but I don't see you and you're muted. So I'm going to ask you to unmute. So Allie, y'all met at the retreat. Can we see you or no? Are you? Yep, there she is. Yeah, so wave, Allie.
So you don't see math.
So Allie has been just like reaching out more, like just more determined, like just like making this happen. Like Polly and I were talking, she's like, Allie's like reaching out more, like asking more, like just more intentional. So I like, first off, do you notice that, Allie?
Yes.
Okay, good. We'd be like, oh, I was. So tell me, like, what is your shift? Like, what changed, like, for you? Because I'm always interested in that. Like, what is like, you know, like the shift that makes something happen?
So I think definitely the retreat was sort of the impetus. And then after that, you know, when I sort of started feeling myself losing momentum, I just started listening to podcasts. And I've been listening to Debbie Neal's Level Up, and just the whole, you know, a lot of what she talks about. I mean, she just started the podcast like in the last year. Is, you know, mindset, law of attraction, and just believing it. And that is what has just kept me motivated, and the discipline and the consistency is what has helped me. I mean, I'll get up in the morning, and that's usually when I do it. I'll sit down and, I've been doing a gratitude journal for a couple of years now, and I'll do that. And, and then I'll like, okay, I don't want to do this because I know there's somebody on there that I don't want to reach out to. And I'm like, no, I just have to freaking make myself do it. And I just sit and do it. And I find too that, sometimes I'm like, well, I don't have time now, I'll do it later. And later in the day, like I'm definitely more, excuse my expression, but ballsy in the morning for whatever reason. In the evening, I can totally come up with 100 excuses of why not to. But in the morning, I'm like, I'm just going to do it. And then I forget about it and go on with my day. And so it's just those words discipline and consistency. And I sent Polly, I made a vision board the other day because I was like, okay, I just need something like a visual of like what it is, like it's part of my why and, sort of the reason why I'm doing it. So, yeah.
That's awesome. And I do think that those podcasts help. Again, you all know I listen to them in the shower, but it really,
that's when I listen to it too.
Yeah, I mean, like seriously, like what else are you going to do? Like it's like shaving your legs, all that stuff. So, I mean, but the thing is, it's so awesome is like, I can walk into the shower and just be like, ho hum, like, just like, what am I going to do today? Like, just kind of like not really a plan and walk out of that shower. Like, I am going to kill it today. Like, I am like, I mean, it gets your mind right. And so much of this is in your mind. I mean, so much of everything is in your mind and your mindset around it. And that's what I love, that we have all this access. Like we've got that Debbie Neal podcast. We've got that Saturday skills training. We've got like all of these things that Gabby put in boards, like that we send to people. I like to listen to them first before I send it to someone. And those are so inspiring. So yeah, that's awesome. Yay, Allie.
Yeah.
Okay, Crystal, I know you're not on camera right now, but we see you. Can you hear us? I'm going to ask you to unmute. So Crystal, y'all, signed up. I was working on the praise report today because I forgot to do it a couple of days ago. And Crystal sponsored 2 new business partners. Like, how amazing is that? So Crystal, I would love to know kind of like what, because I mean, Crystal's working like full time. She works out, she's busy. I mean, her life is full. So what kind of like is your like mind shift? Like, did you have a mind shift, or is it just like the numbers worked out this month? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, for me, it's like you either do it or you don't. So it's kind of like when I make a decision that I just need to like go regardless of what's happening. I really live by, and this is ever since like I first started my business, and I believe I first heard it from Gabby, when nothing's happening, everything is happening, and it's always on repeat in my head. So doesn't matter the season, I'm just like kind of always going, planting seeds so that eventually they do bloom. So for me, I'm still sticking with my affirmations, sticking with my at least 5 pages a day if I know I can't do 10 pages, but giving myself like a minimum that I can't unwaver, like that's non-negotiable for me, so that I'm always doing personal development and doing my business somehow, some way. So now that I have a longer commute to work because I changed locations, I changed jobs, I typically do my reach outs in the car because I have an hour and a half. So what else am I going to do? I listen to a 30-minute podcast and I'm like, well, I have now an hour left. So I might as well do some reach out. So that's what it's been for me. And a lot of, I think like the 2 business builders that I have, I was talking to them for a little bit of time. So it's not like this was, talk to them once and they were automatically ready to jump on, but it was like building a relationship pretty much with them over some time. And then now here we are.
That's amazing. That's so awesome. I'm super excited for you. Yeah, I saw that this morning when I was doing it and I was like, yay, go Crystal. That's awesome. Okay, so Lacey, I see that you're off camera, but I'm going to ask you to unmute. Here's something just simple. I've noticed you on all the calls. So like there must be some kind of shift or something. I see your smiling face like when we like dial in and like you're like in it. And I know that you were talking to Yin at the beginning of this month. So tell me a little bit about you. Like, have you had a shift?
As far as me, I just know that like I need Arbonne. I don't know the how. I don't know how it's all gonna like work for me, but I need to like make it work. So I was like, okay, what can I do? I actually started a new job recently. So between like balancing work and this, like I haven't found the groove completely, but I was like, you can at least do the bare minimum of showing up. Like, and so that's kind of just where I'm at. Just try to at least do the do, you know? So
Mhm.
that's where I'm at.
That's awesome. And if you haven't read that book, Slight Edge, read it, because it's literally about the small, insignificant things, the seemingly insignificant things that you do every day. They compound over time to make a huge difference. And like literally, like if you just slight edge it, I mean, you'll get to where you want to be. You know, it's like small little movements in the right direction. Lavon, I've seen you on a lot of calls lately, so I'm just curious if there has been a shift with you. You're muted. There you go.
I haven't, other than just setting my timer, because I turned everything off and had to reset everything when I was on summer vacation. And so now I have all of my alarms back on and have just been trying to keep that consistency.
That's awesome. And I mean, that's a key, y'all, is consistency. I mean, it's really like just the name of it. I mean, I say that all the time. Like the only reason why I got to where I am is just because was consistent effort. And used to, I would do like 3 things a day. And I always laugh and be like, gosh, if I would have known about 5 things a day, if I just would have like geeked it up a little bit, like where would I be now? You know, so I think that that's amazing. And one thing I wanted to go over before we go into like some of the new products and things like that, so I want to keep this to 30 minutes today, is that I just want to reiterate, I know that we had talked about like, you know, booking 8 groups, and that was kind of like the challenge this month. But I don't want anyone to get confused and be like, wait, is that our system? I mean, it can be your system. Like the system is we get in front of 40 faces a month and share the Arbonne story. So products and business, not just products, not just business, but products and business. But doing 8 groups is just a faster way. It's like really good for like busy people to like, for me, why I do groups is it's a good way for me to meet people, quite honestly. Like that's just like, for me, like it sums it up like that. I just meet people that I wouldn't normally be presenting to. But I mean, you can do this doing one-on-ones. I mean, I've built my business doing one-on-ones. Like that's like, I built my business doing one-on-ones and launching a new consultant each month and doing their groups, if that makes sense. So like I was doing groups and one-on-ones, but for my personal business, I was doing one-on-ones. But you can do it on Instagram, you can do it on Facebook. I mean, it doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you're getting in front of 40 people each month and sharing products and business, like that's, then you know that you're doing that. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of that, you know, and just like, you know, if 8 groups doesn't work for you, don't worry about it, you know. But like if you want to be like in a challenge and like really like if you're struggling with getting to where you want to be, like this is an easy thing to do and duplicate. Because again, and I know y'all have heard me say this, but the only thing that was told to me when I first started was literally, I ordered my products and she said, okay, book 8 groups. And I'm like, okay. And I wasn't really good at booking them at first, but I got good after calling a lot of people. And then like, I didn't really know what to do during my groups, you know, but I figured it out and I learned. So like, there wasn't like all of these things, but like, it's like at the end of the day, the question was, how many people did I get in front of that month? You know, so that's all that really matters. So, okay, we have so many exciting things this month. I'm going to share the screen again because on Thursday, Arbonne is, I'm going to take it off this slide and take it to this other one. Hold on. No, here it is. There we go. Okay, can y'all see this? I know it's kind of small. Let me see if I can bump it up. There we go. So I'm gonna like, I'll kick it off with the first one, but then I'm gonna throw it to Yin for like the second one, and then Gabby after that for like the third products. But the first thing is, so this is your first time around with Arbonne, like going through a holiday season. We launch our I Want It All package, like for gifts for our Christmas line, our holiday line rather. We launched that in September, like on September 9th. So on Thursday, that's going to be launched. but it's only open for independent consultants to buy the I Want It All, which is like the whole set, and the price is $278.75. Now, what I do is I actually open that up to my preferred clients, and I just let them know, hey, the holiday line is launching. You know, and usually there's a catalog or something out by then that they can see digitally or just go online. If you want to get everything in there, I will extend to you my deal and you can get an I Want It All. And so for $278.75, they can get like an insane amount of product. After that, in October 1st, like it will launch individual SKUs. Does that make sense? Like, and you can get individual products from the I Want It All line, and they'll be preferred client pricing. So then that's when they get that. But just kind of as a boost to my September, like I'll offer it to all my preferred clients, and I might have 3 or 4 that take me up on it. And that's amazing, you know? So, so that's the I Want It All collection. And that's really good for people. Like I always try and think for them. So like if it's someone that I know has little kids, I'll be like, hey, this is a great way for teachers' gifts. You know, if I have someone who has an office, hey, this will be just fun stuff for your staff along with that bonus that you're giving them, you know, like just like things like that. Like I try and think outside of the box for the people and like try and like target people that I know need a lot of like little things to give out to people. Yeah, so it's really good. Okay, so Yin, if you can talk about the fall new product set that's like all the products as a set launching on Thursday.
Cool. So on Thursday we have new products launching as a set. So it's
good.
Yeah, it's the new protein is like keto and low carb friendly. I've tasted it. It honestly tastes pretty much the same to me, like not much difference. So that's the good news, because obviously we all have clients that already love their current protein. If you have people who said no to the protein before because they love the keto diet so much, but it's still good. So think of them, offer it to them. And then what else is coming out in I actually have some here. The iced cinnamon crumble flavor protein bars. So these are really good too. I think they're less proteins than the strawberry ones, but whatever, they taste great. Mm-hmm. And then some skincare. So the oil balancing mask with red clay, it's just the current detox mask that we have being like repackaged and like slightly reformulated, because the detox one that we have now is French pink clay. This one's red clay. I'm not really sure the difference. I'm sure maybe it's more powerful or something, since they're highlighting the oil balancing part. So it's really good. And then the 2 Radiance sheet masks with niacinamide, which judging by the sheet mask that we have now, I'm sure it's amazing and filled with so much like serum and goodness. So yeah, it's available as a set. And I believe the protein, once it comes out, I believe it's going to be an option in the 30-day. I read that somewhere. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
And then this set, the one that Yin just talked about, there's a PC price for that, so you don't have to offer your discount for that. So like you can like offer, and again, the kind of people I think about for this are my product junkies, like are my people who like consultants. Like you want to reach out to, like if you have consultants on your team, does anyone have consultants on their team who are not working the business but just enjoying the big discount? Reach out to them about this because they love the product, you know, as well as your preferred clients as well, just because it's a good deal to kind of like get a sampling of everything and everything new. Okay, so Gabby, if you can talk, I don't know if who has tried I'm still using my Genius Pad. Like I honestly, I'm using the dropper one of why can I never remember this? Like the skin therapy concentrate, but I'm using my Genius Pad. Like I don't really know like when to incorporate it all. But Gabby, can you talk about that? I can't see y'all because I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, so I actually haven't used the pads yet either, but I do love the dropper. I've been using it with my age wall for a couple of months whenever we got it. I don't even remember when we got it. But the dropper is amazing, y'all. And you will absolutely see results within like a couple of weeks. It's insane. There was a really good like short clip that Polly. I think is it in our board still? Polly says she's used the pads. There's a really good video about the dropper though that you can always send to someone who's tried Arbonne skincare in the past. This would be a really good line to loop back with anybody that was using RE9 and maybe kind of fell off the bandwagon, just to get them back on skincare, because it's super powerful and like amazing. And all of the stuff on the source is really cool about this line too. So definitely read up on it.
And that video is on the source, Gabby?
I don't think it's on the source. It's like a YouTube video. Polly, do you know which one I'm talking about? It was like 3 minutes long.
We can
Yeah,
post.
I do. I do. It's really, really good. It's
And I think it's on boards, isn't it?
It was on our old
looking.
boards. I need to check if it's on the new one.
Let
But
me see, I've got the
we'll
old
find it and
one
post
still.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
pull it up. And then everything else is going to be, well, Polly, did you say that you use the peel pads?
Yeah, I just started using them. I love the smell, and they feel amazing. And I've just been using them just like the Genius Pad. So just at night, I will tell you that, and I like this, but for me, like I could feel it more, if that makes sense. It seems a little more active.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah. I mean, nothing happened. I didn't have any reaction, but at first I was like, whoo, but I have pretty sensitive skin. So, but no reaction or anything like that. And I like that. It felt like it's working.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
yeah.
So that comes out September 9th as an individual SKU. So they can get these individually, and then everything that Yin talked about comes out individually as well. So they can get it as a set or individually starting on the 9th. And then the cellular renewal mask is also going to be launching on the 9th, which is like, we have the cellular renewal mask. It's awesome. I use that, and I guess now it's called the oil balancing mask. I use those like each once a week.
Something about the pads and the dropper. If you have someone who's just starting out with Arbonne skincare, especially if they're getting like the age well set with this, you have to be really, really, I don't want to say careful, but patient, because your skin will probably, like, especially if they're new to it all and they just like use it every single day all at the same time and go through all the things. It's great, but they're definitely going to experience a lot of things, especially in the first 30 days, because that's when your skin's just like rejuvenating and getting used to it. And what's in the oil dropper and the pads plus the bakuchiol, it's all super powerful and a lot more than what people usually use. So I even like had some like purging, as I still love it, like, and I use it, but of course I'm used to it and I'm like, oh, 30 days, like whatever, it'll be fine. So just keep that in mind, because it's common to have people be like, oh my God, it's not working, or like, I'm just like experiencing this, and they don't understand like skin purging or like detoxing or like the 30-day cycle or anything. So just be careful.
And maybe that's a good way too, to like get someone, like get a second order, like add on, like I have someone who got the Age Well and she was using a great line before that, and I got her on the Age Well. And so now I'm bumping her up. I mean, only just because the product came out, like not because I had some like plan. But like, so now I'm bumping her up to like those two products, but she's been using the Age Well for like about a month now. So I'm excited for her, because like, just from what I'm hearing is that she's going to see even better results, so that's something to think about. Well, one thing, I'd love to hear, I know we're just now at 8 o'clock. So just real quickly, just some things that you can do to prepare for this massive push. I mean, again, remember, like, we always want to get in front of people and talk about product and business. And so I always try and use these things as an excuse to like either have someone host for me or have someone, like give them like some samples or whatever. But anyway, just for some of y'all who have been around, like this is not your first go around with a product launch, what are some things that you do, just some little hacks that everyone should know about just to prepare for Thursday?
Have your list ready. The thing is, most people like know what's coming out, so talk about it. We're all like, most people are doing the 30-day right now. So if you're making a smoothie, like be like, oh yeah, I totally forgot, but like this thing is coming out on the 9th, like can't wait to use that protein or this protein or whatever. And People that like haven't used, maybe do the 30-day even a couple months ago and had some things that they love, tell them like, you know, this new thing is coming out. Like you can still prepare for it now, you know, like basically in 24 hours. So the second it drops, like you're going to want to be pretty ready for it. So that's my tip.
And, you know, you can even like tomorrow give your PCs a heads up, like, you know, hey, this is, you know, you're one of my preferred clients. I want to keep you in the loop. This is going to drop tomorrow morning, you know, or tomorrow afternoon. But don't forget that all PCs get a free product with a 150 order this month, whether like their previous order triggered it or not, they get that. So like, that could be your excuse for reaching out, just being like, hey, Arbonne is offering free product with you, you know, with a 150 order. I would hold off in ordering until Thursday because some new products are launching, you know, like maybe say that, you know, hold off until tomorrow, like you're doing them a little favor. And then, you know, because new products are dropping. I think, Gabby, I think they're in the afternoon. I want to say, I feel like I read something about that. Like,
Also,
maybe like our time.
I go back to Facebook events that I have had in the past, and I always go back there, and sometimes I'll go live and do a little live about the new products, or at least post about them, because you have all those people in past events that you can just say, hey, I wanted to pop in here really quick and just share, you guys, we have new products that just launched. So don't forget about all that that's, you know, out there.
Yeah.
And then Gabby, do you want to talk about going in and looking at old orders?
Yes. If one of y'all could share your screen
Here, let me make
and like
you a host.
walk through how to do this, but this is a really cool, you can do it on your office. Sorry, I like can't talk right now. On your dashboard, if you go into my office, you can actually look up past orders. And so whenever there's a new product that drops, you can look up people that have ordered protein in the past, people that have ordered fizz in the past, people that have ordered, like you can type in specific things. So basically whenever there's a limited edition, like fizz flavor, I'll go and search everyone who's ever ordered a box of fizz sticks and just be like, hey, I know that 3 years ago you ordered a box of blackberry fizz. Guess what? There's a new flavor. So that's a really good thing that you can do as well. And I don't know if someone wants to share their screen really quick.
You're co-host. You can.
Oh, you made me a co-host.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Also, my computer's about to die. Here. Okay. If
So
my
definitely
screen
anyone
is,
who's ordered the 30-day, I would let them know about the protein.
yeah. Okay. Sorry. Not logged. Okay. All right, so here. Y'all see that okay? Okay, so if you go to me and then my contacts, there's a little drop down right here. Click on this and then you can type, hit past purchases. And then go down to description and I just put like, let's just say, yeah, let's just do fizz as an example. These are all the people that have ever ordered fizz sticks. And so you can see there's tons of pages in here of all these people over the years who've ordered fizz sticks. So I would go back through and just kind of make a list of all the people and reach out to them. And you can also see what they ordered specifically. So that's
Perfect.
pretty cool little hack too.
So yeah, so that's coming out Thursday. So y'all be looking for that. But again, like use this to your advantage to like book some things, book some meetings, book some one-on-ones, book some groups, like whatever you can, just to be able to tell people the Arbonne story, products and business. So that is it. All right. Well, y'all keep it up. And if anyone has any questions throughout the week, we can post it on the Facebook thing where we've got that group me chat. So if you're not in there, definitely let us know. We'll make sure you get in there. But have a fantastic week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.